Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see the digital simulation and experimental verification of Thevenin's and Norton's theorem. This is the circuit diagram which we are going to use in this video for Thevenin's and Norton's theorem. The figure 1 and 2 represents the Thevenin equivalent circuit and the Norton equivalent circuit. So the Thevenin theorem states that a linear two-terminal circuit can be replaced by an equivalent circuit consists of a voltage source, that is V Thevenin, in series with the resistor, that is R Thevenin, where V Thevenin is the open source circuit voltage at the terminals and R Thevenin is the input or equivalent resistance at the terminals, where the independent sources are turned off. The figure 2 represents the Norton's equivalent circuit. The Norton theorem states that a linear two-terminal circuit can be replaced by a equivalent circuit consists of a current source I Norton in parallel with the resistor or Norton, where I Norton is the short circuit current through the terminals and R Norton is the input or equivalent resistance at the terminals where the independent sources are turned off. Here is the theoretical explanation of the given circuit. So, in order to find the Thevenin voltage or Norton current, initially we need to find the equivalent resistance of the given circuit. So, in order to find the equivalent resistor, first we will short the voltage source. If there is any current source, we will keep it open and we will remove the load resistance and let it be open. So from that circuit we are going to find the equivalent resistance. So the second diagram determines the circuit in order to find the equivalent resistance, where we have shorted the voltage source and removed the load resistance. There the 100 ohm and the 1000 ohm are in parallel to each other and that is series with the 220 ohm. So first we will find the resultant of parallel circuit resistance 1000 ohm and 100 ohm. So that will be the 90.9 ohm, that is in series with the 220 ohm. So at the end, as a result, the equivalent resistance will be the 310.9 ohm. Now we are going to find the Thevenin voltage. So the figure 1 represents the circuit to find the Thevenin voltage. So where we have removed the load resistance and kept open, the voltage across that will be the Thevenin voltage, that is the voltage of open circuit. So how we can find that? Using nodal analysis we are going to find that. So the voltage across 100 ohm also, that is the same as the voltage of Thevenin voltage. So the formula using nodal analysis is I1 is equal to I2. So at the node 2, the incoming current is I1 and outgoing current is I2. According to KCL, incoming current is equal to outgoing current, that is I1 is equal to I2. So that we can write using Ohm's law, that is current is equal to voltage by resistance. Using that we can rewrite the formula as 30 volt minus Thevenin voltage divided by 1000 equal to Thevenin voltage divided by 100. From that we can find the Thevenin voltage as 2.7272 voltage. To find the Norton current using the figure 4, we can either use mesh analysis or nodal analysis in order to find the Norton current, that is the current through the 220 ohm, or also we have the V Thevenin and equivalent resistance, that is R Thevenin. Using that also we can find the Norton currents, that is using Ohm's law. I Norton is equal to V Thevenin by R equivalent. Using that also we can find the Norton current easily, which is 8.7 milliamps. So the figure 2 represents the Thevenin equivalent circuit, where the voltage source is the V Thevenin voltage and equivalent resistance and the load resistance are in load resistance and the equivalent resistance are in series with the voltage source. The figure 3 represents the Norton's equivalent circuit, that is voltage. Both the resistance are in parallel with the current source. So when there is current source, the resistance should be in parallel. If it is the voltage source, resistance should be in series. Here is the simulation part of Thevenin and Norton theorem. So let us form the circuit first. File new schematic, resistor. Here in this given circuit we have 3 resistor and 1 load resistor. Use Ctrl R in order to rotate the resistor. And we have a voltage source. Ground point is very important in every circuit in LT-Spice. Let's connect the circuit. Now let us give the values to the resistors and the voltage source. Here the voltage source value is 30 volt, R1 is 1000 ohm, R2 is 100 ohm, R3 is 220 ohm, and R4 is our load resistance, and that value here is we are using 470 ohm. So this is the given circuit. Now we need to find the Thevenin voltage in order to give the Thevenin equivalent circuit. And also we need to find the Norton current to have the equivalent circuit of Norton according to Norton theorem. So how we can find that? So let me copy this circuit. Let me copy it properly. So we have copied. Let me put it in new page. Okay. So what is the Thevenin voltage? It is also a open circuit voltage. So we need to remove the load resistance. Let us remove this load resistance. Here I am going to use this circuit in order to find the Thevenin voltage, and I am going to use this circuit in order to find the Norton current. So in order to find the Norton current, we need to short this. So what is it is also a short circuit current, where instead of the load resistance we are going to short in order to find the Norton current, and we are going to keep it open in order to find the Thevenin voltage. Okay, so let us run this. Okay, let me run it for 1 second. So we now need this. We are going to see only for this 2 circuit. So the voltage across here, this is the Thevenin voltage, and the current through R7, that is the Norton current. So what is the value of Thevenin voltage? The value of Thevenin voltage is 2.7272 voltage. This is the same voltage as theoretical value we saw in previous slides. And what is the Norton current? The current is 8 milliamps. 8.77 milliamps is our Norton current. So using this we can easily draw the equivalent circuit of according to Thevenin theorem and according to Norton theorem. For that we also need a one more component, that is the R Thevenin, equivalent resistance of the given circuit. How we can find that? So let me copy this. let us copy the circuit again. So in order to find the equivalent resistance, we also need to short the voltage source. So we are going to remove this voltage source now, and let me short this. So this is the equivalent circuit in order to find the equivalent resistance, that is R Thevenin. So here in hardware we can easily find that using, here we can keep the multimeter and we can find the value of equivalent resistor. But in software how we can find the R value? As we know, according to Ohm's law, voltage divided by current is equal to R. So let us give simply one voltage source value. So let it be 10 volt, and we can find the current flowing through the circuit. And when we divide that current with this voltage, we will be getting the equivalent resistance value. So what will be the current flowing through the here it is showing in opposite direction. Okay, the value of the current flowing through the circuit is 32.16 milliamp. So what is our voltage? 10 divided by 0.0032. The answer we got is 310. So the resistance we are getting is 310.9, that is voltage is 10 and the current is 32 milliamp, that is 0.032. So 10 divided by 32 milliamp will give you the resistance value, equivalent resistance, that is 310.9 ohms. So now we got the equivalent resistance value and also the Thevenin voltage value and also the Norton current value. So here let us form an equivalent circuit of Thevenin according to Thevenin theorem and also according to Norton's theorem. So what are the things we have required? We need a voltage source. So let us form a circuit here. We need a voltage source, we need a equivalent resistance and the load resistance to form a Thevenin's theorem equivalent circuit. So, and ground point is very important. And what is the equivalent circuit according to Norton's theorem? We need a current source. We need a current source and the resistance, equivalent resistance in parallel with that, and the load resistance in parallel with that. According to Thevenin's, we will be connecting the resistance in series with the voltage source, and according to the Norton's, according to Thevenin theorem, we will be connecting the resistance in series with the voltage source. According to Norton's theorem, we will connect the resistance in parallel with the current source. and ground point is very important in each and every circuit. Let us give the values. What is our Thevenin's theorem of Thevenin voltage? We found that as 2.7272 voltage. And what is the equivalent resistance we have found is 310.9 and the load resistance value is 470. Same here also, the equivalent resistance value is 310.9 and the load resistance is 470, and the northern current, that is the current we found using the short circuit, is 8.77 milli. We can also write it as 8.77 milli, or we can write it as 0.00877. So now we have got the equivalent circuit and also we have the given circuit as per the given diagram. So let us find the current going through the load is same in the given circuit and also the equivalent circuit of that given circuit according to Thevenin's theorem and the Norton's theorem. Let us find the current flowing through that. So now let me here the current flowing through the R4, that is the current flowing through the load resistance in the given circuit diagram, and the current flowing through the load resistor according to Thevenin's theorem. Here IR6, that is here the direction coming in reverse direction. So let me reverse the symbol. Then current flowing through the IR8, that is a 478. So what is the values we are getting? Here same 3.49 milliamps. Here also 3.49 milliamps. Here also same 3.49 milliamps. So from this I hope everyone understood that we can make the bigger circuit into the Thevenin equivalent or the Norton equivalent in order to find the load current or load voltage, anything according to the given question.
This is the circuit diagram in order to find the equivalent resistance, where we have removed the load resistance and removed the voltage source and shorted there. So here we are going to connect the multimeter across the terminals at the end of the resistance equivalent circuit, and we are going to find the equivalent resistance of the given circuit.
Here is the hardware setup to find equivalent resistance, that is Thevenin resistance of the given circuit. We have shorted the voltage source. Using multimeter we are going to find the equivalent resistance, and the resistance is 310 ohm.
Here is the hardware connection diagram in order to find the Thevenin voltage, where we have removed the load resistance and kept it open. The open circuit voltage is the Thevenin voltage, where we are going to connect the voltmeter in the terminals, and we are going to find the Thevenin voltage by the voltmeter value.
Here is the hardware setup to find the Thevenin voltage, which is the open circuit voltage. We have removed the load resistance and going to find the voltage across it, which determine the open circuit voltage. The voltage is 2.7 volt, which is the Thevenin voltage of the given circuit.
Here is the hardware connection diagram in order to find the Norton current, where we have removed the load resistance and connected the ammeter in the terminals, which represents the short circuit current.
The hardware setup to find the Norton's current, which is the closed circuit current. We have removed the load and shorted it. We are going to find current flowing through it, which determine the short circuit current. The current is 8 milliamps, which is the Norton's current of the given circuit.
Here is the all-way connection diagram in order to find the load current for the given circuit, where we are going to connect the ammeter in series with the load resistance, that is 470 ohm.
Here we are going to find load current of the given circuit. The current is 2 milliamps.
Here is the all-way connection diagram in order to find the load current using Thevenin's equivalent circuit, where we have connected the 310 ohm, that is R Thevenin, in series with the V Thevenin 2.72 volt, and 470 ohm, that is the load resistance. Here we are going to connect the ammeter in series with the load resistance to check the load current and to check whether this load current and the load current we have find using the given circuit is represents the same value, in order to understand the Thevenin equivalent circuit, Thevenin's theorem.
We are going to check the load current with the Thevenin equivalent circuit. The current is 2 milliamps, which is the same as the current we measured with the given circuit. From this, we have understood the Thevenin theorem.
Here is the Hallmark connection diagram of Norton equivalent circuit, and to find the load current using the Norton equivalent circuit, where we are going to connect the ammeter in series with the load resistance, that is 470 ohm. Here we have a current source in parallel with the or Norton, that is equivalent resistance 310 ohm, and in parallel with the load resistance, that is 470 ohm.